Okay, so the decline in quality of life in America in the last 2 years has been staggering. The media won't acknowledge it, the Democratic Party won't acknowledge it, but it's there. And if you don't know it, you're just stupid. And I'll tell people that right to their faces. If they don't know it, I'll say, look, I don't mean to be insulting, but you're stupid. You're paying 3 times as much for gasoline in some cases, double for food, and everything else. And if you don't think this Biden guy is responsible, you're not living in the real world. He is. Things don't change in 2 years that quickly. Doesn't happen. But he's done everything wrong and he has no potential to solve any problem. Any problem, no matter what it is. He can't do it because he doesn't know what's going on. And his party continues to back him, with the progressives being gleeful that he's so incapacitated so they can run wild with insane stuff. And that's really what it is. So the quality of life in America has declined. Now, I want to do some fact-based stuff after we get through with the latest polling. CBS News poll out today. It predicts the Republicans will win at least 228 seats in the House. Democrats 207. I put that number a little low. I think the Republicans will win more than that, but that's what CBS News says. Senate, they have Republicans winning 48, Democrats 47, and they don't know about 5 others. I have Republicans winning the Senate. Okay? Real Clear Politics, which is an aggregate, adds them all up. They say Republicans are going to win 228 seats in the House at least. Democrats 174 at least. Senate, Republicans 48, Democrats 45. So you can see the trending is for the Republican Party. Now, these models don't work anymore. So the polling that we're getting and all this analysis off the polling, it's really bogus, because what happens is the samples are so low and the people that are being spoken to are ill-defined. You don't know who they are. Let me give you an example. So Siena New York Times comes out with a poll today, very favorable to Democrats. And believe me, we'll deal with them on November 9th if they're wrong. And I'll deal with me on November 9th if I'm wrong. Is that fair? So it comes out with a poll that says Democrats are going to win Arizona, Nevada, Pennsylvania, and the Senate. I look at the sample. 604 people were surveyed in Pennsylvania. 604. Now, the sample was evenly divided, but there was no definition on who the independents were. It was 1/3 independent, 1/3 Republican, 1/3 Democrat. Who are they? Did you call independents in Philadelphia? Or did you call them in northern Pennsylvania? This is a big difference. So you can stack any poll by saying, the independents that we're looking for, we want to get them in near San Francisco or LA or New York City, because then we know there are more liberal-minded independents than conservatives. That if you go to Mississippi or North Dakota, you see how they can do that? And they do. Now, why would they do it? Because it's going to ruin their reputations. Number one, nobody remembers. Okay, so you don't remember one poll a day after it's out. So they're not held accountable. Number two, the media, which pays for this Siena poll, New York Times pays for it, they want the Democrats to come out on top to bolster the spirits of the left-wing voters. So that's what you see. Now, again, I could be very wrong here. If I am, then next Wednesday, a week from this Wednesday, I'll do a mea culpa. This is the crusher. CBS poll. 2,119 registered voters. That's legitimate, not 604. Okay? 2,119 registered voters. They asked, you feel like things in the USA today are generally out of control, under control? Out of control, 79%. Okay. That's my answer too. Well, we got a Democratic president, Democratic House, and a tie in the Senate. So if they're out of control, what party is screwing up? And I don't think you say they were out of control 2 years ago. Maybe you would. Second question. Generally speaking, do you feel things in America today are going well? 26%. Going badly? 73%. Going well? 26%. People believe what they want to believe. And you can't shake them out of it. Even when I call, and I don't think I've done this. I'm trying to think back at this morning when I'm putting the memo together. Did I insult anybody in the last month for supporting Biden or having liberal beliefs? I don't think directly I did, because most people are afraid of me and they won't come up to me. But anyway, the 26% that feel things are going well in the country are just true believers on the left. Even if this was a Republican administration that was collapsing, you'd get the same number on the right. People believe what they want to believe. Democrats going well, 48%. Going badly, 52%. So more Democrats than feel it's badly than well, but 48% of the Democratic Party, they're just Kool-Aid drinkers. Republicans going well, 12%. Going badly, 88%. We live in the same country. This is unbelievable. Independents going well, 18%. Going badly, 82%. That is doom right there for the Democrats. And remember, this is a CBS poll put out by a liberal news organization. 82 to 18. Independent voters decide elections. Doom for the Democrats. And this is what my analysis is based on. Not wishing something. I don't do that. Okay? I look at the data. So anyway, the reason all this is happening is because Joe Biden is Herbert Hoover, reincarnated. Herbert Hoover, as you may know, took over in 1929. And the Depression happened, I think it was 4 or 5 months after he was sworn in. And it was the worst economic disaster in American history. He sat there for 3 years and did nothing. And then FDR came in and waxed him. And then, because FDR said, we got to do something. People are starving. Come on. Can't sit there. And there was all Herbert with his pipe. It's Biden. Now, Herbert didn't know what to do. He didn't know what to do. And he was not a believer in any kind of entitlements or anything like that. He was a class of conservative Republican. The Times did not need that then. So that's Biden. Okay, and that's the memo.